Hello and welcome back to the House of Animation. The front door is open, so do come on in and enjoy the magic of animation and join us on our journey as we discuss animated films of all kinds. I am the cute sidekick Ben Gilman. As always, I'm joined by Prince Charming Troy Salmon
What's up, my beautiful people?
and the wicked witch of the West, Tara Chloe.
Hello, it's I, the witch.
she's really got into the role now since we
He loves
last.
it.
She's owning it. Well, I just changed it to Wicked Bitch. Let me just make a note of this here. Okay. So I'm here today. We're here to talk about Titan AE.
Mhm.
So how are you guys? First of all, let's just get the banter up there.
Well, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay.
I'm doing good. I got
Yeah,
I'm
good,
off,
good.
so I'm like, yes, let's go.
Yeah.
Yes. We haven't even, by the time of recording, we still haven't released these yet. So
Okay,
Well-
right.
well, we've got the theme music. I think we should. I hope you like the theme music. We think it's the best theme music in the world. It's not too Disney, which is good because, yeah. So Titan AE is a film from Fox Studios. Okay, so basically it's a sci-fi one. Nobody really knows about it much because I don't know what happened to this movie when it came out.
Very low key.
2000. It's a fantastic film. Basically, Earth goes boom. Boy gets put on a ship by father. Hides the ship in his ring. A ship that can rebuild the human race. Some really generic aliens who are badly CGI'd and look really bad against the 2D backdrops. Try and chase them. He gets with a crew. The bad guy, the two of the guys on the ship, they're obviously bad guys. Them turn on him. What a surprise! And then he makes the ship turn into a proper, falls in love, and then, ship turns into planet. The end. Have I done good there? Good.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
Okay. Oh
Okay.
wow.
So our main character is a man called Kale. Yes, he sounds like a crispy lettuce at Waitrose, doesn't he?
Wait your shout out.
He's a bit of a dick, though. He's not good. He's a hateable little child.
Right.
So I want to go with Kale first because he's our quote hero. I would rather watch Naruto.
So it's Naruto,
I love this film, despite Kale trying to be a class A child for the whole of it.
Yeah, straight news. He's one of them unlikable guys, especially when he gets 15 years later, the time jump. It's like, I just like, oh my gosh, where do you get this kind of confidence from? I've been one of the only few humans there. That makes no sense.
What would your dead mother say?
The guy's
I think he's adopted. I think that alien adopted him.
He adopted him.
They're a gay couple. I think it's really good that they adopted a son. There's no way his mummy's dead. There's no mother around. I blame the mother for not being around. The whore.
I never seen the mom, just that, and I think the dad passed away. So.
Yeah, that's cool.
He died. Yeah, building it flying around the Titan ship. But then after that, I don't know what happened to his mum. Did they even say anything about his mum throughout the movie?
No, it's another dead parent situation. It's very Disney.
Yeah, it's just weird.
So Kale is an interesting name because I'm sure his future children will be called Spinach, Parsley, and Basil.
Oh, geez.
You could do a sequel. You could do a sequel of it with his kids, with Akima, who's played by the very Asian Drew Barrymore.
The animation was good. That animation was very good looking. She looked gorgeous. I like the animation.
She's one of those women that, a lot of people go, damn, but she's up there with Jessica Rabbit in terms of 2D hotness.
Yeah, she was.
I'm not turned on by it, but if that was a real cosplayer,
yeah,
hey, if I saw a Akira cosplayer, I'd be like, damn.
Yeah, but I'll be like, run over there real quick. I'll be like, yo, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
And what I like is it's a really natural relationship. There's no this get together, break up, get back together stuff that Hollywood loves to do. It's like a beyond a joke. They just slowly get together, and that's cool. There's no.
You knew it was coming as soon as you saw it, like in the ship. You knew that was coming.
Yeah, but they don't do the kiss. They break up. I like that.
Yes.
So they basically lose each other and they come back together again. That kind of thing.
Yeah, they slowly build. At first, he puts his bad foot forward first, where he's going, space colony bums. But then they build the relationship from there. So it starts at the worst, and then they get together at the end. They've been through hell. You know what I mean? I think it's a nice.
Trust me, you're going to see a trend through that certain animations that we do. That's going to be a kind of a trend.
Yeah, it's the one that Frozen did so well with. The one where it goes, be careful who you love too fast.
Okay.
Like Snow White. I mean, what excitement that film is. It's a horror rubbish film. The prince just...
Damn! Snow White's kind of decent, bro.
I marry you. Okay. Brilliant.
Snow White is just...
We never know. He could be a rapist or a Max murderer. He might have Cinderella.
Exactly, yeah.
What are you going to say, Tara?
Or...
What Tara say?
Snow White, the whole story is not logical.
No. Well, that's the problem with the romance. It makes no sense. He just turns up at the end and gets the woman.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that.
Like what you said, he could be a rapist or a serial killer or
anyone. I don't know, but
yes.
That's why I got up and when I watched Frozen when it first came out with some people, like when that plot twist happened, quite a few people got up and applauded it because it's a brilliant like piss take on it.
Yeah.
And they've been through a journey together. It's very I love the sci-fi aspect to this film.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Creed, who's Nathan Lane, didn't know that was him. Does he not look a bit like Jafar in the face? If this is I begin to wonder now, is Jafar a human being? Because I reckon Creed used to be Jafar, and the cloak keeps in the alien side of him.
Jafar!
He looks like Jafar. He's got a pinty sniffer face.
Man said Jafar.
Yeah.
I don't know about Jafar, but I know you can't reach a little bit there. I don't know about that.
Not reaching my ass.
Oh, God. But yeah,
Jafar's a sorcerer, so that explains why he looks a bit different. Yeah. He's not really.
Yeah. He's the cook man.
Yeah, there's something wrong with him.
So then there's Gunn, who is pretty funny. Gunn is a weird character, and I think he's hitting Stiff, whatever the kangaroo-looking thing is.
Man, what the heck?
Really? Oh, it's a kangaroo. I didn't realize that it's a kangaroo.
Yeah, it's a kangaroo in it. Yeah.
Oh my bit at the end is brilliant when they're just like the planet gets formed. You got Akima and KO like yay, and then the other two are like yeah, bye. We're driving past you. Bye. Like they just take the ship and bail. It's like
bouncy.
What? Yeah. So they're definitely going to bang some hideous children out. They're going to look like ET.
Ew.
Where is this going?
Yeah, I thought about how are they going to mate and like.
He's so tiny. He's going to look like a condom on her on that bit because he's so tiny.
I don't know.
How big timing when he goes into the bedroom with her. All right.
And Gungbit, by the way, is John Leguizamo. He's the man. I love that character. I love that.
It's the Ant-Man sidekick.
The legend, Leguizamo. Remember, what's it called? The Violator from Spawn, Romeo and Juliet, all these top movies he's been in. I remember Mario Brothers. Luigi.
Oh, Ant-Man, sorry.
Luigi.
I get the Hispanic signed up the wrong way around.
Oh, man.
Hearing me. And Bill Pullman is, just imagine that, Captain Joseph Ed. Yes. He looks a bit like, what does he look like? He looks a bit like Tony Stark. A little animated Tony Stark. And
yeah, it's like a Tony Stark. Yeah, you're right. It's like a Tony Stark. Yeah, Iron Man, yeah.
So I just want to say, Kel is lucky because, the ring is on his left hand, not his right hand, so he can still masturbate. That's good for him.
He can still wash his butt.
Oh, you adorable savages. I love
The
it.
wank hand is still clear. It's still clear for him.
Wait,
Which is
I don't
brilliant.
know which hand is the wank hand, to be honest.
Right hand. The right hand.
Ah.
It just hit me when he was with the birds, and it was his left hand. I was like, well, that's good. He can still do. How's your father doing with the right hand there? Lucky boy. But the animation, I want to talk about the animation because it looks really good for 2000, and it's a non-Disney budget as well. Like
Yeah, it's really it's solid animation. It's like the old school type of animation.
some of the 3D looks a bit shonky. The dredge,
Yeah, the
they're
dredge.
a bit faceless villains, really. There's not a lot of meat on the villain side.
They got like a little bit of a motivation because Earth is basically becoming interstellar and they're getting into the stars and the dredge don't want humans to go up there and polluting their airspace, stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
so basically
we have to go.
the Nazis. Okay, that's cool.
Base.
Um,
Oh damn. Okay.
I'm not going to say what the humans are, but I understand what's going on. So they are basically the Nazis, and in the humans are the whole of the planet of Earth. Right.
Yeah.
But I think some of the animation for the dredge, is that the name? Yes.
Yeah, the dredge. Yeah.
Chonky. It's a bit blue and a bit cheap looking, but the rest of the 3D looks quite good. Like the gas bubbles on the orange planet. There's that fantastic sequence after the captain and Pede have turned on them.
Yeah.
A hill turn. There's that great bit when the glass crystal things where they're trying to have a game of cat and mouse.
Oh yeah, it was that.
Intense. And the 3D there looks really good. Sometimes it looks a bit weird with the camera.
Yeah, the camera angles are sometimes blurry. There's some certain spots, but sometimes
It
really
does look like a PlayStation 1 game where it's trying to do 3D. I did catch that.
Oh my.
You're laughing.
But as I said before, it's like because Bill Pullman, it's a great tie-in because the setting and the aliens look something like Independence Day, so it makes sense. Bill Pullman, the president in Independence Day, in this as Captain Joseph Corso, makes sense.
Yeah,
good tie-in.
I love Bill Pullman. He was the only good thing about Torchwood Miracle Day.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I think people forget how bad John Barrowman is as an actor.
Oh, here we go.
No, he is. He is just very cheesy.
He's not that. If he zones in to a role, he's good. He's very good.
No, he's very bad.
I'll
But I mean, obviously, I love Earth getting blown up in a sci-fi film. It's a good start.
That was a 6 starting. Yeah, that was great.
Mass Effect 3, basically, it reminds me of one of my favorite series, Mass Effect. I mean, Mass Effect 3 is really, really good until the ending. We don't talk about the ending. But the rest of that game is amazing. Like the beginning where they take your planet. You're like, I'm coming back, bitch. All me mates.
Oh, all me mates.
All me mates. But yeah, it's a really good film. What do you guys want to say about it?
Go on, I'll let Tara go first.
Yeah, you can go. Oh, you want me to go first?
No, I'll let you go first. Go
on. Okay, I think it was not bad actually. Like the first time I watched it, I think I was quite young, but I never really paid attention to it, and I just watched it this morning again.
I watched in the morning before you came on.
I watched it because it's over here. It's 5:34, and like before my class, I watched it, and you know what's funny? I was actually wondering like okay, I don't remember much, but I think the animation is actually quite good back for the time.
Yeah.
And storyline wise, I think it's a bit generic, like quite cliche and quite generic. And as for the two main characters' relationship, to be frank, I don't have much to say about it actually.
Yeah, it's fragile, very, very weak, very flimsy.
I actually kind of thought that like, is she Asian or what? Because her name sounds Japanese. Then I googled it. I'm like, yeah, I'm right. She's Asian. Okay.
Yeah, they could have went the mixed race route. They could have gone down that route where she could have grew up in the Western. Like, I guess it could have made it's plausible.
She's got a bit. She's got what we call the Mulan eyes.
Yeah, it's plausible.
Eyes, right?
It's the way to make Asian people stand out on a
animated, on a show, on movie,
an animated format. Through most Asian people I know do not look like that at all.
No, they don't.
They kind of need to get away from that.
Depends, though. I know someone who does look like that.
It's rare though, because American animation always makes Asian people out to look like that. You know what I mean?
At times, yeah. It's true. They do got history of that. They got history of that. It's really bad.
Yeah, I know someone who looks like that, but he's a guy.
Oh.
Yeah, some can look like that. Yeah, the deep, rare, the roots. You know what I'm saying? They have that kind of like deep Asian like root. They look like that, but some don't. Most of them don't, because they're kind of westernized looking, Europeanized. But the movie for me, it wasn't the greatest to me. It wasn't the greatest.
Soundtrack is pretty pants.
Yeah, soundtrack is suspect as heck.
Some of the songs is a bit of crap.
Yeah, I was like that kind of that basic pop bubblegum American garbage. Those kind of, I'm like, oh, come on.
So out of tune. Like, I mean, Lit are a crap band. I don't know why people went mental for them in the 90s. It sounded like American teen movie.
Yeah, it was teen pop. It was teen pop garbage.
Is this American Pie in space? No.
Yeah, oh my days, American Pie. You got a point. It's American Pie music soundtrack.
I look like I don't know, one of those typical American guys with blonde hair and something like Johnny Bravo.
Oh,
okay. I can do one better. If you know John, you know what they look like, both of them. If you take away the sci-fi background, it's Broken Sword. It's George Stobart and Nico from Broken Sword. The same hair, literally the same short hair on both. They look like George Stobart, if you know the games, and Nico. Like,
And Nico? What's that?
Nico is the French lady, but like it's the hair. It's like the same haircut. I think Troy knows who I'm talking about.
I know you're talking about.
I don't know what
if you Google it now, Tara, very quickly while we're on the air. If you put Broken Sword.
How do you spell it?
Broken Sword.
Type in Broken Sword. You'll see it.
George and Nico, you'll see how much they look like these two.
Oh, it's a video game?
Yeah.
Yes, I see it right now. Yeah.
You see it.
I saw too.
I might be the only person that brings this up ever, but they look so much like them. But he doesn't have any of George Stobart's charm.
Yeah. This movie is basically like a sci-fi Johnny Quest. Basically, is what it is.
Yeah. But the movie's good. I think the movie's better than it's not. It's when I was younger, this was the best movie of all time.
Yeah, when I was younger, but now watching it again, I'm like, oh, it wasn't really that good to me.
It's good. It moves at a pace. It doesn't piss about, and I love it for that. Yeah. It doesn't waste time. It's a quick movie. It was over before I knew what had happened.
Yeah.
And it does a lot. I mean, like, I love the furry balls of hydrogen. It's beautiful to look at most of the time. It doesn't hit you over the head too hard with humans. No. It's just a nice film. It doesn't try and weigh it down with songs, which is something I really hate. You're going to hear it a lot when we get to the Disney stuff. I don't have time for all these musicals all the time. It gets annoying. We can do it occasionally, but you're going to see it as we go through. Like, especially like Alice in Wonderland, which is coming up eventually. That's pretty okay with the musical numbers. But I hate a movie that just does it for the sake of doing it.
Yeah, no, Mulan was good with it. Mulan was good with the music.
Mulan is another one that is really good with it. But this one just had generic rock music, and I just thought, you don't need it here.
No, it was just... Didn't need it one bit. Didn't need it.
I think they were going for like Transformers movie with that power ballad, and it doesn't work.
Okay.
No, because back then it was very popular, especially in the early 2000s, to have like rock music, generic rock music, like
Linkin
in
Park,
the
Linkin-
background.
yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't work. If it was heavier, maybe, but like, it's just some of the music just made me laugh. It's inappropriate.
Really, I didn't pay attention to the music at all.
No, that's how memorable it is. It's not there. It's in and out of your ears, and it's gone.
Yeah, literally, I just phased out halfway through the movie. I just phased out the music. So I was just like, I just don't listen to it anymore.
And then I listen to the soundtrack, and it's horrible. It's awful. 5 songs. Lit is the best one, and even that song's awful. But the film is. I mean, I don't know how we score this, but why do you think Titan AE failed? Because it's sci-fi is pretty popular.
Back then, I think so.
I don't know why it failed. Well, I don't know. It just, I think back then it wasn't like very Disney-esque. Back then Disney was literally on every little thing. But then this kind of went left with that. You know what I'm saying? You tried to do something different and it kind of failed with it. You know what I mean? A little bit.
If it wasn't 2D, if it wasn't 3D at this point, you were dead. Ghibli would turn that around again.
Yeah.
Because when Spirited Away hit, everyone realized 2D. There's still lots of life in 2D yet.
Yeah.
Because we're on the cusp of everything coming 3D from here on out. I think when we get to all these 3D movies, I'm gonna not have a lot to say, because the problem we have is that all looks the same now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really difficult to name a movie just by looking at it. If you don't know the character, you could be looking at any goddamn movie now. So it's going to be difficult. There's times my wife is, if the 2Ds though, like for example, if my wife's watching Disney Plus, I can kind of tell what she's watching 9 times out of 10 just by the art style. If it's 3D, really difficult.
I can't stand 3D nowadays. I can't stand it. I'd rather just watch something 2D.
It's okay, but everything's in 3D.
I can't stand it.
We need to try and when we go through our journey, we need to start putting some 3Ds down a little bit just to even them out.
Yeah, I found it. I'll
try and watch Brave, it. 3D, you know, Brave.
Brave was really that. The quality in that is, oh my god.
Brave is next week.
When we get to it, oh my gosh, that's so good.
It's next week. It's next week, so we'll do Brave next.
Yeah, when we get to it. Ooh.
Because we've got an order now. Pixar, Disney, Japanese film, then whatever this is. So the Fox, Warner Brothers, whatever slot goes here.
Okay.
Yeah. So next week is Brave.
Yeah.
Right.
Next week after that is Mulan. And I think the week after will be Naskuska and Anastasia. And Anastasia should be following that.
Yeah.
And then we've got like another 6 films, but we get that when we get to that. I think we're going too fast quickly. Oh, sorry, we're on air. I do apologize. No. So does anyone got anything else to say?
Nothing much to do.
I guess. It's an okay movie, I guess.
It's an okay movie. It was good for its time. Watching it again, it doesn't really hold up as much, but it's still very good. It has that. If you like sci-fi, Independence Day type end the world scenarios, apocalypse stuff, then you're gonna love it.
Guns for daddy! Who's your daddy? Guns for daddy! No, never ever do that again. That made me laugh at all the. That made me laugh. It works. Who's your daddy? No one ever says that now.
Oh my gosh, who's your daddy?
Who's your daddy? Guns your daddy. I mean, but it's a decent. I mean, I do like the ending as well. The chaos of the ending, like.
Yeah, that was good. The end sequence, yeah.
Yeah, because you don't know who's gonna do who. I don't buy his redemption. I hate it when they do that with villains. Do it, kid. We're friends now. No, don't do that. Just stay a dick.
Yeah, that's how I thought would happen. Yeah, I thought it was like, join them.
Yeah, seems like you really don't like him, you know?
Yeah, he's an anti. No, he's no. We don't do that.
Right.
It's my biggest thing with American films. Sometimes they have to have the bad guy redeemed. No, don't always do that. He's been horrible, and all of a sudden he changes
Mm,
his mind. People don't do that, bruv. People don't do that.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. The thing with 20th Century Fox, they rarely did that though, so I commend them on that. They
Oh
rarely
yeah,
did that stuff.
I would love to see the sequel where Kale and Akima's kids, Spinach, Paisley, and Basil all live together.
Jeez.
Basil.
Well, yeah,
Basil.
the herbs like
Basil.
kale is a vegetable.
Yeah, I know it's spinach. Yeah.
Yeah. See how crap my joke is. I'm.
Yeah,
You
maybe
see
I never
that?
knew because I like
I know.
spinach. So
Yeah.
the taste of it.
This
And he
is what
still
Ben
has,
does, Tara. That's what he does.
and he still
True,
has
true,
his
true.
right
I think
hand.
I've tried kale before. I didn't like the taste of it. Like, not nice. So.
He still has his right hand, so that's good.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
about his right hand?
My God.
Well, yeah, he can touch himself if it ever goes wrong. All right, so
Okay. I thought that okay. They do it with the dominant hand, right? And what
yeah.
hand do you think he washes his butt with? The right hand or the left
Oh
hand?
boy, here we go. Here we go.
And you say he has a
Wow.
ring, right? I mean, I can share with you a really nasty
He
joke.
can touch anyone's ring with his ring.
I
Ding.
prefer not to talk about this joke, to be honest.
I wonder if he sticks his hand up someone's ass. Does the
Um,
ring? Does the map go on their belly like a silhouette?
It's actually a very localized joke on some forum that happened before. So, and it's actually quite close. So I don't really want to talk about it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Off air.
Um,
Off air.
One more thing.
Yeah. It's inappropriate for the podcast as well. So
I didn't think there was a level on the podcast where we're not inappropriate. But there we go. Yeah, but okay. So, what are we scoring this then? Because Tara's actually successfully watched this movie.
Oh yes, loving it. What would I rate this?
I was going to give it a 9, but then I thought it's at 8.2.
Yeah, not a 9 for me.
Okay, 8.2, maybe a 7 point. I like the characters.
Yeah.
That's the problem. It doesn't make me angry at any point. So 8.2 because the soundtrack, and it doesn't really try anything new, but it's a seriously decent film. So it's 8.2. I'm going to keep it there.
okay, right.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I'm giving mine 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, I think I'll stick to a 7 as well, to be honest.
Yeah.
Are you ever doing points? 7 point something? No. You're just
Right,
a 10 out of 10 guy.
7.2 because it's
Okay.
not that impressive to me.
Yeah, because if we're gonna when we rank all these one day, Tara's is just gonna be a bunch of 10s and like there's no differentiation.
Okay, right.
Okay,
So
no,
what's
don't
so what was yours, Tara? Was it 7.2? Yeah.
Yeah, 7.2.
Okay.
and yours is a 7.0.
Mine's just a straight 7.
Mine's 8.2 because I've got this is one of my films of my childhood. Well, not childhood. When you're 16, it's not really a childhood, but I gelled with it because I loved this music when I was younger. And
Yeah,
now
same here. It's my child as well. But I was like, doesn't really hold up as much.
I liked this music when I was younger. I must have been still trying to find myself at that point. Anyway, thank you for coming. Now you have to leave because the really badly animated dredge will turn up and stick their guns up your bums and watch you explode like a pinata. Get out. Sod off. Yeah, I know they're badly animated. Don't look at them. So it's goodbye from me.
Bye for me.
Goodbye.
Happy ever after.